Breaking news. In a daring move that has left authorities in disbelief, El Chapo's son has unveiled his shocking plan to escape prison. With the stakes higher than ever before, the notorious cartel member has set in motion a scheme that could see him walking free from his confines. The question on everyone's mind: can the authorities prevent this brazen jailbreak, or will El Chapo's son once again evade the long arm of the law? Stay tuned as we reveal the full details of El Chapo's son's shocking plan to escape prison. The alleged drug kingpin, Ovidio Guzman, was apprehended in the Mexico city of Gilead after a massive police operation, and he was sent back to the same jail that his infamous father, El Chapo, escaped from back in 2015. Thus, much like his father, the son was preparing to flee. 6 months of reconnaissance monitoring and prompt action by the National Guard and the Army led to the detention of Joaquin El Chapo Guzman Lopez, the infamous drug lord's son. When the U.S. State Department announced a $5 million prize for information leading to his capture, the rat was eventually apprehended. Angry gang members in the Coliac gun lost watches, and Basavi set up barriers in response to the news of his detention. Since he was a teenager, Guzman Lopez has worked in his father's scandalous profession, but he's not alone. Ovidio Guzman, Joaquin El Chapo Guzman's younger brother, is accused of operating 11 methamphetamine production facilities in Sinaloa that produce up to 5,000 pounds of the lethal substance each month. He was charged with a federal offense in Washington, D.C. in 2018 for allegedly planning to distribute lethal substances, including cocaine, methamphetamine, and marijuana throughout the country. More than 107,000 Americans overdosed on drugs in the year ending January 2022, the majority of whom used opiates laced with fentanyl produced illegally. This made the situation in the USA particularly dangerous. Due to Botas's poverty and isolation in the mountains, the Mexican government has been seizing control of the cartel. Yet, repeaters are aware that once El Mocha passes away, the cartel would disintegrate if the government does not maintain control. The US makes a prompt request for the extradition of Ovidio. The notorious cartel boss's son, Ovidio Guzman Lopez, was apprehended in Culiacan and sent to a high-security facility in Mexico. 7 persons were killed in an uprising of gang violence that was brought on by this. Once his father was apprehended, Ovidio was sent to the Federal Social Rehabilitation Center No. 1, sometimes known as Altiplano, where his father was already imprisoned. El Chapo Guzman was the first prisoner to escape from the Altiplano on July 11, 2015, ruining its image as an invincible fortress and its dignity as the leader of Mexico's highest security prison system. Is Ovidio preparing to flee now that he's been transferred to that prison? In response to this operation, his accused cartel associates hired local Culiacans and set fire to cars. The situation had gotten out of hand, and the Mexican security forces are still fighting off cartel gunmen. In addition, Airline Aeromexico said that a gunshot struck one of their aircraft as a bird took off. Indeed, picture the terror that the people experienced then. Videos of passengers squatting on a plane's floor were widely shared online by other passengers. But because the company reported that the passengers and crew were secure, we don't need to worry. Let me make it clear that it's not all they've done, in case you thought that was it. Let's discuss it later. The Culiacan airport had been hit by gunfire, according to the Mexican Civil Aviation Directorate, while Los Mochis and Mazatlan airports have been closed for safety. Ovidio Guzman Lopez, who was just detained by the Mexican military in an ad hoc operation, now risks extradition to the US, since the US wants him. The city is being destroyed by the tumult, and there are rumors that he is attempting to flee. His extradition, meanwhile, is likely to be extremely slow and plagued with corruptions. While highly armed cartel members destroy automobiles to block roads and close airports, the extradition process from Mexico may take months or perhaps years. Ovidio has already been freed using similar methods, so this may be part of the plan. The government has no choice but to release its leader after Mexico President Andrés Manuel López Obrador constructed the administration's efforts to compel his release and put an end to the pandemonium. They're making it difficult for the authorities to manage them, and they are waiting for them to give up so that their leader may eventually be set free. Now we want to hear from you. What do you think about this audacious plan? Do you think authorities will be able to prevent the escape? Share your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel to stay up to date with the latest news and developments on this story and others like it. And if you found this video informative and engaging, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends and family. We'll see you in the next video. Until then,